Hi guys, so today I want to talk on something that's both exciting and a little bit concerning. The role of AI in shaping how we make decisions, how we search for information, and even how we educate the next generation of young people. So AI, particularly large language models like ChatGPT, has brought us in incredible speed and efficiency. So it's amazingly quick at basically trawling through huge amounts of data, but it also has a fundamental limitation that we all need to understand. AI, as powerful as it is, doesn't operate on certainties. So when I say a certainty, let's for example say two plus two is four. We're certain of that. You're certain that your name is Paul. Well, sorry, I'm certain that my name is Paul. Certainties, what it does, it operates on what's known as probabilities. What does this mean? So simply put, when AI generates responses, it's not knowing or understanding in the way humans do. Instead, it's predicting, so it's making a mathematical prediction called probability, the most likely next word or response based on patterns in its training data. This has huge implications, particularly in areas where accuracy and factuality are critical, i.e. where the truth is important. In traditional systems, especially those used in safety critical fields like aviation or medicine, we rely on deterministic models. So these systems are designed to be predictable and verifiable. They produce the same outcome every single time when you give it the same input. So input A, output B, input A, output B, over and over and over again. You do that a million times, you get a million results. AI though, we're dealing with probabilities, which means there's always a chance, however small, that the AI could be wrong. No matter how accurate an AI system is, it can never guarantee a 100% truthful answer due to its inherent probabilistic nature. Now, for most business applications, this is a trade-off between certainty and probability is worth it. AI can be process absolutely huge amounts of data and produce insights at a speed that humans simply can't match, or computers can't match, or algorithms we can't match. But the lack of guarantee and truth has to be weighed carefully, especially in high stakes scenarios. Let's talk about self-driving cars, as an example, which is quite popular in a minute with Chelsea. While AI has enabled huge advancements in perception and navigation, safety-critical systems like autonomous vehicles require absolute certainty, particularly where human lives are at stake. Here, AI's probabilistic answers are far from enough. We still need layers of verification, fallback systems, redundancy to minimise risks and ensure safety. But there's another big area where the probabilistic nature of AI could have an even more subtle long-term impact: education and search. AI-powered search engines and educational tools are increasingly popular because they offer quick conversational answers. But if we rely too heavily on AI-generated content without questioning its validity, we risk moving from a world where facts are based on evidence to one where plausible probabilistic truth can take center stage. This is extremely dangerous. We basically move from a world where there's no such thing as the truth anymore. In education, this is particularly concerning. A foundational part of learning is developing critical thinking skills, the ability to evaluate sources, verify information, and distinguish between fact and opinion. If students come to rely on AI without understanding its limitations, they may miss out on these essential skills. Worse, they may start treating AI outputs as inherently authoritative, when in reality they should always be checked and questioned. And that leads to what's called the post-truth risk. This is really important to me. You've seen it all over the internet. It's a big Republican Party thing at the minute about talking about truth. Everybody's hashtag on truth. If AI becomes the primary source of information, we might end up in a world where anything that sounds plausible is accepted as truth. In other words, factual accuracy could take a backseat to whatever the algorithm predicts is likely. And with confirmation bias at play, people could be shown information that simply reinforces their beliefs, creating echo chambers and misinformation at scales. Because basically everything you search from is algorithm based, basically it's already looking for what you believe in. So say, for example, you're a believer in anti-vax. Most of the time, you're going to be shown anti-vax supporting data or information. So because search is algorithmically based anyway, if then basically you end up implement, you introduced AI into this. In essence, what you're doing is basically you've got an echo chamber where misinformation just scales up throughout. That's what we've seen over the last 5-10 years. So where do we go from here? It's an interesting challenge actually. It's clear that AI has immense potential, but using it responsibly, especially in education and research, means recognising its limitations and reinforcing the importance of evidence-based learning. This is the key thing: evidence-based learning. I'll give you an example, really simple example, the way probability works. I know that I'm going to put this on LinkedIn, but I'm also going to put it on YouTube and Twitter, so some of the people who are watching may not be familiar with the terms probability. Say, for example, I'm going to give you a good example. Say, for example, I go out and I don't phone my girlfriend. So she goes, okay, you've got three mates. She's got, Alan, Bill, and Bob. Okay, so what you do with probability? She'll look at Alan's deceiving me. She'll look at Bill's deceiving me. She'll look at Bob's deceiving me. And I could be an all three. But what you do with evidence-based imitation, she'll know where I am, so she'll just go and look at Bob's, or she'll just go and look at Alan's. So one input, one output, will always get the truth. So always looking at Bob's, she knows me in Bob's, she'll only look at Bob's. She knows me in Alan's, she'll only look at Alan's. But if you're using probability, in essence, it's guessing. So so basically in the old way of doing things, we'd say knock at Bob, find out where Bob is, find out where he is, knock at Bob's. That's what you do. But that was like a slow process, with like old technology. With the new technology, you can basically knock at Alan's, Bob's, and I can't remember what name I said, Bill's, that quickly. In essence, it basically, if you can knock at all three of them, basically as quick as you can just make it knock at one. But in essence, what you're doing is then you're inheriting lead. Sometimes you might not get it right. So that's how probability works, really. I know it's a little bit of a strange way of describing it for maybe some of the techies and the developers. It's maybe more aimed at people who don't understand what probability is, maybe the non-techie people who are watching the video. So, okay, let me just wrap this up with, here's some key steps for responsible AI use. Transparency. AI platforms should be clear about the confidence levels and responses and highlight areas where verification is needed. We should be clear about what AI actually is. It's called artificial intelligence, and all this stuff about like AGI and things like that. Let's be honest with the people. AI is basically a guess. It's always going to be a guess. There's always a level of guessing in AI. It's using probability. You've got to tell people this. Encourage critical thinking. In education, we need to teach students not just to find answers, but to question them. AI should be seen as a tool, never an authority. Cross-verification. In search, AI-generated responses should be accompanied by links to reliable support sources wherever possible. Users should be encouraged to verify information from multiple sources and recognise the value of human judgment. For high-stake decisions, AI can support but should not replace human expertise. So in conclusion, AI offers an incredible opportunity to enhance how we work, learn and make decisions, but we have to be careful not to lose sight of the importance of evidence over probability and certainty, especially in areas where truth matters. Thank you very much for that anyway. I'll post this video up now.